We're in gate number 4, Olympia representing Canada, Paula Findlay. She won her silver medalist at the 2022 Ironman 17.3 World Championship and finished in 5th place last year. She is also a multiple Ironman 70.3 champion.
And pretty soon, this isn't actually going to be a group of 3 anymore. It's going to be a group of just Paula.
I think she really, over the course of the last 2 years, has really come into her own and matured as an athlete.
Whether or not she comes out and says it, or anybody really wants to say it, when they get asked, what would winning Oceanside mean to you? Everybody wants to win this race. Nobody really draws conclusions based on who wins Oceanside, but it's one that everybody wants to win.
Trial this?
Yeah.
After?
Sure.
Can you lie down? Come lie down over here. It is May 1st, and we're getting ready for St. George next weekend. My takeaway from Oceanside was that I was really motivated to do a little bit more bike volume and some specific work on the bike to improve that for St. George. So I was overall really happy with my race in Oceanside, gave me a lot of positive momentum, but also left me with some things to work on. Anytime anyone asks me what my favorite race is, I always say St. George, and it's really sad that it's the last year, but I think it is going to make this year feel even that much more special. Every time we go, I feel so amazed by the scenery, by Snow Canyon, by Sand Hollow Reservoir is so beautiful. Honestly, being in environments like that helps me get more out of myself racing. Obviously, being in nature is a big part of happiness, and that can translate to racing fast. In the last episode that I have a new coach, and it was very new in Oceanside. It had only been a couple weeks. Her name is Carmen Small. She is a really accomplished TT cyclist in her day, but now she's the EF sport director for the women's cycling team.
You guys have to race from the gut. You believe in yourselves, you know what to do.
It's been really nice and fun working with a female coach, cycling background. She's learning a lot about triathlon as we work together, which is really cool, but obviously tapping into her cycling expertise has been really valuable and kind of the refreshing approach I was looking for.
Who you filming? Who you filming? I usually like to snuggle Finn for at least 2 minutes to procrastinate, so he knows that I'm going to miss him. The workout is a 3-hour bike ride with 3 by 8 minutes, 2 minutes rest, and then 3 by 6 minutes with 3 minutes rest. Threshold. Yeah, a little bit faster than a 7.3 pace. Ideally, I'll start at the roundabout for the 8 minutes and not have to flip.
Alright, normally I would be on the bike and joining Paula for this, just give her some company and do the session at the same time. I don't have a 70.3 on the calendar anytime soon, but for the sake of the video quality, I'm on the moped. The main thing that I'm hoping to see out of this, like, she can hit the watts going up this climb, absolutely no problem, but can she do it arrow, and then can she come back down arrow? It's a little bit of wind, but like this should be a perfect amount of challenge. go. Stay aero. Every time I've ever done a workout with her, she breaks aero right there. It's the only downhill part on this climb. Looking good.
In St. George, having a good ride will require keeping power even on parts where it's not an uphill, which I'm really good at putting power on uphills, but maintaining that power on false flats or on descents is one of my weaknesses. So we've been working on that in training and just being able to stay aero and push watts and do intervals even on roads that are not perfectly uphill. I feel like I have a lot of the power and the strength and the ability on the bike, but I don't often execute it in races in the way that I feel like I could because of a lot of the technical elements. So working with Carmen on cadence and just overall higher bike volume has been just hopefully the changes we're gonna need to get better and like really maximize my potential on the bike throughout the whole race.
Thank you.
Success-ish?
Yeah, it was fun. 270 to 280 on everything. But felt like as soon as it was over, I was recovered.
Heck yeah. How's the bike feel? A little windy.
It's only windy going down. Probably could get the QOM going up.
Oh.
Except I already have it. All right. Are you gonna ride with me for the last part?
Yeah.
I think if I go all the way up, flip, come back to the house, you'll be ready to go? Or do you want to ride on a mountain bike?
How much longer will you have to go once you get back to the house?
Probably just an hour.
Okay. Well, I could ride with you for an hour and then I could always switch to a different bike.
I mean, you don't have to. If you don't, I'll just go through Tree Farm, up the bike path. Okay, I'm gonna go. Actually, just text me and tell me what you're gonna do.
Yep.
I love you.
Words really cannot explain how tired I am of pulling apart and redoing this front end, but I feel like we're at least in a good place now of chasing after what feels best for handling and not just aerodynamics, because if we can't stay aero, it doesn't matter how aero it is. So I think what we're gonna do is she'll ride this bike and the training bike, two different cockpits, and make a final decision on which one she'll ride for St. George. So this is the new one, this is the old one, just more
Slightly more
tilt.
tilted.
Like where this is like a millimeter maybe.
Yeah.
Where your elbow actually is going to be significantly lower on that, theoretically.
I wouldn't say significantly, but yeah.
Yeah.
I don't even know how to get to the track. Never been.
Yeah, we have. I did a beer mile there.
Yeah, but I mean, I've never run there.
Tell me what it is you're doing real quick.
Yeah, I'm going running over to the track. And I'm doing 20 times jog the corners, sprint the straights, and then 10 minutes race pace, and then a couple 90-second hards. Yeah, pretty much every run I do now has a little bit of fast in it, just a little bit, which I kind of like. It's like after I do fast, I feel better, so that's what we're doing.
So for the running, I have always felt like I am a runner. Back in the ITU days and my short course days, I was one of the fastest runners. And I've felt like over the years of being injured and focusing on middle distance, I've lost a little bit of the speed and the sharpness over the years as I've gotten older. Obviously with higher bike volume mileage and everything comes more fatigue, and to compromise for that, I'm doing lower run mileage right now, but a little bit more focus on doing some quality in almost every run, just to like tap into the runner I used to be and just like get some of that speed and turnover back in my legs. It's really fun to go into a race fit, healthy, excited, and with the ability to win it. And that's how I've felt going into Oceanside and now going into St. George, is that I've prepared really well. I feel really healthy. I feel like I'm in a really good headspace. And these changes that I've made on the coaching side have just reignited some kind of excitement and happiness I have on a day-to-day, which I'd lost a little bit over the last couple of years. So coming into a race with that, regardless of how my fitness is, even though the fitness is there, is just a big change from last year, and hopefully will translate to just being able to get more out of myself on the race course throughout the whole season. So yeah, I'm definitely more excited for this year than in previous years, just because of these changes that I've made.